Dr. Bawumia, while I invite His Excellency to address us. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. Your Royal Majesty, Ogia Hobo Yaojebi II, Paramount Chief of Seji Amiaso, and President of the National House of Chiefs, His Royal Majesty, Sajifu Amotio Feripini, King of the Achimabuakwa State, Nanano, the Minister of Finance, and MP for Kara, Honorable Dr. Mohamed Amin Adam, the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, and MP for Damango, Honorable Samuel Abujinapo, the Metropolitan Archbishop of Cape Coast, and also the Chairman of the Christian Council of Ghana, the Governor of the Central Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ellis Addison, Berma Kweku Ampem III, Totroso Manhini, Kujiaman Kweku Jampra III, Paramount Chief of Sophie Girado Traditional Area, and Tetrete Kwekuyamwa Sechi, Secretary Kwekuyama Sechi, Amanfi Manhin, Nana Isidu Akura II, Chief of Achim Ntura, representing Obrampong Kwesi Amo Chiritui, the Executive Chairman, Royal Ghana Gold Limited, members of the Diplomatic Corps, CEOs and heads of agencies, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great joy to address you today on the commissioning of the Royal Ghana Gold Refinery. This historic achievement in the natural resources sector, specifically in gold, marks a significant milestone in Ghana's journey towards economic transformation and industrialization. Today, we celebrate not just a new facility, but a testimony to our government's commitment to adding value to our natural resources, creating jobs, and ensuring sustainable economic growth. The partnership between the government of Ghana, through the Bank of Ghana and Rosie Royal Minerals Limited, symbolizes a vision for a prosperous future in the precious minerals industry. The state-of-the-art refinery being commissioned today is equipped with cutting-edge technology that meets international standards, significantly boosting our capacity to locally process gold and increase value addition prospects. Ladies and gentlemen, historically, Ghana has exported gold in raw form, missing out on significant revenue and job creation opportunities. The government of President Nana Akufo-Addo has been determined to make value addition a critical component of our export strategy since 2017. The launch of this refinery is particularly important as it realizes a key part of this vision. Originally, this vision was actualized through a joint venture between the Precious Minerals Marketing Company and Rosie Royal Minerals Limited. PMC granted part of its land for the construction of the refinery. Despite delays due to COVID-19, the beautiful edifice you see today, which was started in 2018, was completed in 2022. I commend the board, management and staff of the Bank of Ghana and the PMMC for their relentless support and cooperation in seeing to the fruition of this historic national project. The establishment of this refinery is a strategic investment which contributes immensely to government's efforts in ensuring value addition of our mineral resources. Currently, our country's gold is exported in doré form to be refined outside Ghana, resulting in lost revenue and missed opportunities for job creation. Between 2018 and 2023, Ghana's average annual gold production was 3.92 million ounces. That is 122.5 tons. All this gold was exported unrefined, resulting in lost revenue, as I have stated. The refinery, which we are commissioning today, will offer premium to gold exported from Ghana. Initially, it is expected to create 80 to 120 direct jobs and another 500 indirect jobs, boosting domestic tax revenue in the form of corporate taxes and enabling us to refine to 24 carats, that is 99.99% purity, the same quality as a good delivery bar LBMA standard. With the ability to locally refine our gold, we will be able to sell the refined gold at its appropriate price, enabling us to retain its economic value within our borders, while creating numerous job opportunities for the youth. In addition, government's intention to refine all gold produced in Ghana will further enhance our economic independence and resilience. Ladies and gentlemen, with the Bank of Ghana's domestic gold purchase program, which started in 2021, and the refinery, we are positioning Ghana as the gold hub of Africa. After all, we are the largest gold producer in Africa. This marks a new era for Ghana and ushers us into our vision of building a resilient economy anchored on our mineral resources in a golden age of natural resource governance. To be able to do this, we need the cooperation of all stakeholders in the gold production value chain, both upstream and downstream. Government will consult the small and large scale miners on the best means possible to feed the refinery to its optimal refining capacity, while we come out with favorable policies to discourage smuggling. Ladies and gentlemen, a few years ago, government reduced the gold export levy withholding tax from 3% to 1.5%. The result of this is that after a sharp decline in gold exports in 2021, the gold export volumes have been steadily recovering, with 2024 showing promising signs. If you look at what the governor told us, the Bank of Ghana, through the gold purchase program, has bought thus far $5 billion worth of gold just in the last few years. $5 billion. This would, if we had not been operating this program, that means that $5 billion would not have been there, because this $5 billion is from local sources. It's not as a result of export, right? Can you just imagine Ghana without this $5 billion? Where would we have gotten the foreign exchange to make up? Just to get $3 billion from the IMF. Look at what we have had to go through. We have been able to pick up $5 billion from the local economy using seeds to buy this gold. Without this $5 billion, our economy would have been in deep trouble. Buying even fuel would have been a problem. You would have probably seen queues and shortages that other countries are experiencing. So this program has been really very, very, very good for Ghana. And I think it's very important. Given our strategic intention to realize higher production volumes, to refine locally and support gold for oil and gold for reserve programs for a stable currency, I intend to reduce the withholding tax from 1.5% currently to 1% next year. God willing, under my presidency. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to be able to obtain maximum value for the product from this refinery, it is necessary to obtain the requisite international certifications such as the LBMA, the Good Delivery Bar certification. Achieving LBMA Good Delivery Bar certification is crucial. This requires refining gold for at least 3 years and establishing an annual production of no less than 10 tons of gold. Also, the refinery must implement the LBMA's responsible sourcing program and pass an independent audit. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, with respect to achieving the annual average production of 10 tons, I am confident that leveraging on the Bank of Ghana's domestic gold purchase arrangement for both reserve and gold for oil program, with the support of the mines and the commercial banks in Ghana, as well as all the industry players, this Royal Gold Refinery will be able to obtain the LBMA Good Delivery accreditation in very good time. I urge all stakeholders, particularly large and small-scale mining companies, to support Royal Gold Refinery in meeting these requirements. Additionally, the refinery, among other things, is fed with gold that is marked. It is required that the refinery is fed with gold that is marked as responsibly sourced. Responsibly sourced gold is gold which is extracted legally with due regard to the environment and devoid of conflict, human rights abuse, and/or child labor. The current issues of illegal mining pose a big threat to our value addition efforts, as it has a real potential of tainting the gold doré, which will be fed into the refinery, therefore making it difficult to meet the responsible sourcing requirements, and by extension the ability to operate with international certification. This is why the Royal Ghana Gold Refinery must ensure that its entire feedstock is responsibly sourced. There is therefore a compelling reason, more than ever, to ensure that we nip the menace of galamsey in the bud, to ensure responsible mining and safeguard our environment and water bodies. Our overarching objective of dealing decisively with the galamsey menace and enhancing the small-scale mining sector is to improve lives and livelihoods and protect the environment. Our approach will be 5-pronged. Firstly, part of the reasons for galamsey is because there are no properly documented geological surveys indicating areas with proven reserves. This problem causes miners, mainly illegal miners, and some small-scale license-holding miners to dig everywhere and anyhow in search for gold, and eventually destroy large parcels of land with little or no success in finding gold. I believe that having proper data on areas with proven reserves for small-scale mining will avert the problem of trial and error digging and optimize land use. In view of this, our government, but hopefully the next NDP government under my presidency, will adequately provide the Geological Survey Department and our universities with the resources annually to investigate and undertake mapping of areas where we have mineral resources. A minimum of $10 billion annually will be invested in this geological investigation of mineralized zones from next year. With evidence of proven reserves, we will ensure that the earmarked concessions in these resource-mapped areas with proven reserves will be 100% owned for small-scale mining. Secondly, many people opt to mine without a license because of delays and bureaucracies, as well as the high cost in acquiring mining licenses. To address this challenge, we will amend the existing mining law to ensure that the entire licensing regime, from application to the grant of a small-scale mining license, will end at the Minerals Commission with the involvement of our chiefs and district assemblies. This will require that we decentralize the operations of the Minerals Commission and the Environmental Protection Agency to all the mining districts. Thirdly, there must be an increased effort towards reclamation of degraded mining lands. This would require a carefully planned program and consistent resource allocation. The next MPP government will set up a reclamation fund with an annual dedicated budget to implement the land reclamation program. The private sector will be invited to participate. At the same time, growing decentralization of the Minerals Commission and the EPA, which will be deepened by the next MPP government, will enable increased compliance and enforcement to safeguard our land and environment. Fourthly, pollution of our water bodies through mining is a major national concern. The mercury-free gold catcher machine, which has been piloted and used in many mining areas by our government, has proven to be effective and safer. The next MPP government will scale up the use of this technology through technical support for sustainable small-scale mining. In addition, the construction of settlement dams will be attached to ensure safe storage and treatment of discharge water from the gold catcher operations. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, but as far as the benefits, as getting the benefits from our gold is concerned, I think we can say with no fear of contradiction that Ghana has been asleep for a long time. At the end of 2016, the total reserves of gold at the Bank of Ghana for Ghana was 8.7 tons. 8.7 tons. That is Ghana's total gold reserves. This compares to 3,352 tons for Germany, 2,814 tons for the IMF, 2,451 tons for Italy, and 8,133 tons for the United States. Now, It did not make sense when you look at this data that Ghana, the largest gold producer in Africa, will have some of the lowest holdings of gold reserves. It was against this background that the Bank of Ghana started the gold purchase program. The governor has made the point. For 60 years after independence, we had 8.7 times. 60 years after independence. Once the Bank of Ghana started a gold purchase program in 21, after 3 years, we have moved from 8.7 tons to 73 tons. We bought an additional 65 tons of gold in just 3 years. And that tells you that we were asleep for a very, very long time. However, given the large amount of gold reserves Ghana has, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Ghana has 7 large gold beds from Axim and Winneba to Nangodi and Laura. According to the Geological Survey Department, the belts cover an area of 43,000 square kilometers, with about 50%, that is 21,000 square kilometers, not explored at all. The conservative estimate is that the potential quantum of gold in these unexplored belts is around 5 billion ounces. This has a market value today of $10 trillion. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why my government will engage exploration experts from the universities and the Geological Survey Department to assist in exploring our 7 gold belts. However, even if only 5% of the potential estimate materializes, it will be a game changer. For Ghana, let me say that with all the measures that we are putting in place to revamp the gold sector and the mineral sector, licensing regime, we will have also a minerals development bank to help the mineral sector and so I would like to propose a new foreign exchange regime management architecture for Ghana next year, in which the value of the city with everything that we are putting will be anchored to gold. This is where we are going. I want us to move our foreign exchange management because we need an anchor. And I believe that the best anchor for the city is gold. So I want us to anchor the city to gold. I'm proposing a framework. We'll discuss, of course, with the central bank, and we'll see where. But the framework that I'm proposing is very simple. Having looked at all that we have done. So all significant demand for gold should be channeled through the Bank of Ghana's gold purchase program. So that if you have, say, a 3 billion cedis and you're looking to buy forex, Bank of Ghana can take the 3 billion cedis and buy gold and give you your forex. Demand equals supply, exchange rate doesn't move. It's just a simple use of our gold reserves to meet the demand for forex. So once you can anchor the city with gold so that you are able to meet demand, then there's so much extra forex reserves to do other things for the country. But then you will maintain long-term exchange rate stability, which will be anchored on gold. And then we will move forward.
You are only hope. You are only hope.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the refinery we are launching today has the capacity to refine 400 kilograms of doré gold per day. It can therefore refine 132 tons of gold, more than all of the gold exported from Ghana, at 300 working days per year. This refinery has adequate capacity to meet the needs of Ghana and surrounding gold-producing countries. It is my expectation that our domestic mines will be fully on board and make this refinery their first port of call. With that kind of support, the refinery can obtain the LBMA Good Delivery List accreditation in 3 years, making it the second such refinery in Africa. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, as we commission this state-of-the-art refinery, let us remember that this is a stepping stone towards setting Ghana's gold on the global market. The Royal Ghana Gold Refinery symbolizes our determination to harness our mineral resources for the maximum benefit of all Ghanaians. Let us strive for excellence, innovation, and sustainable economic development while ensuring responsible extraction of our mineral resources. We have a responsibility as government to work collaboratively with the Royal Ghana Gold Refinery to attain LBMA certification. Government will support the small-scale and large-scale miners across the country and will lead their collaboration and trust in this once-in-a-lifetime nation-building exercise. At present, government is pursuing this international certification with efforts led jointly by the Bank of Ghana and the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources. On the back of this, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we will work collaboratively with the key stakeholders, particularly the large and small scale miners, on how best to progressively work towards refining all gold in Ghana before they are exported. We must begin and support the process of acquiring the LBMA certification now. I would like at this moment to thank all the key players. The Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, who I call the bulldozer, has really been so supportive and making sure things happen. I have been very impressed with his understanding of the issues and making sure that decisions were taken on time to bring this project to fruition. Thank you very much. I would like to also thank the Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ernest Addison, for his sterling leadership in this area. Bank of Ghana, as you know, has to always make sure all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. So he was sometimes moving too slow for our liking. So this took longer because they had to check and double check and triple check every T and I, you know. So, but having come from the bank, I understood him better than some of my other colleagues. Yeah. But I really thank you so much for I'd also like to thank the Minister for Finance and Economic Planning, you know, who is every day surprising me with his depth of knowledge on so many issues and really gets things done for us. I'm so grateful. He made this happen. I want to thank you, Dr. Amina. I also want to thank my good friend, you know, lawyer Awia from the PMMC, who PMMC did so well. Their board as well. They've really helped. This was a very collaborative effort, really collaborative effort to make it done and to make it happen. And I'm so happy that it has happened now. But I want to tell all of them, this is only the beginning. We're going to have to do a lot more work to make the dream come true. That dream will come true. It is possible. Thank you very much. Thank you.